because I would say Faiella.
Hey, some people say it different, but it's like Failella. Failella.
Yeah, simplify it, Damon. Failella.
Got it.
Let it roll. Let it flow.
All right. Well, you
gotta let it flow.
Shit, bro. Come on. Jesus. Don't let me say it the way I feel's right.
All right, say it wrong.
Failella.
Exactly not
Failella.
correct. That is not how you say it.
Failella.
This is like a good
Damon,
like a spelling
if we
bee.
can't even get his name right, how are we supposed to have him on the show? Hey everybody, your host of the official Celebrity Boxing Podcast, Christopher Bruce, along with my main man and founder of this crazy world, Damon Feldman. Got a great show today. You excited?
Man, I'm so excited, man. This is crazy what's going on here. And this guy, the guest today, is one talented individual.
He is a talented individual, even though you have trouble saying his name, but that's okay.
Listen, I know how to say his name.
Bring him on the show. We'll make sure he lets us know how to say it.
Let me say his name.
Okay, go for it.
Let me do the intro.
All right, Damon, do your thing. Damon with the intro.
Let's welcome FAIELLA.
That was close enough. All right.
Well, how is it then? No, hold on.
Fame Failella. Failella.
Is that how it is?
It's Fame Failella. All the way up from Florida, right?
Yes.
It's Cape Coral's where he's born and raised. I wonder if he actually has a cape made out of coral. That's something we got to look into. But ultimately, we're going to get him on the show. We're going to talk about everything he's got going on. He's got a really cool story and a little bit of a history tied to some pretty amazing and legendary groups. So with that, Fame, come on in here. I could give you the list of things: artist, rapper, DJ, producer, beatmaker, graphic designer. He does it all.
Celebrity boxer,
and
too.
Celebrity boxer. Maybe getting back in that ring soon. I know he's itching.
Gonna see.
I know he's itching. Fame.
Yep.
Good to have you on, man. How you feeling?
Hey, what's going on, guys? You know it's Fame Failella.
Fame Failella, just like I said, David.
Failella. I'm going to get it right, man. We got to
right.
get this right.
That's all right. He's the beat maker, not you, so it'll all work itself
100%.
out. But Fame, you know, good to have you on the show. What is it about celebrity boxing in this world that makes it so, like, just enticing, that kind of pulls you in, makes you want to be a part of it?
Hey, man, great being on the show. And, you know, the first time I really saw celebrity boxing, you know, I thought it was a great an outlet for artists, for boxers. So, you know, I actually was boys with one of my boys who was one of the fighters, a young CEO. And I saw him, you know, going out there doing his thing and fighting. And, you know, I actually had seen the platform, and then I was like, oh, well, I got to be a part of this. You know, celebrity boxing's everywhere. It's on TMZ. It's on all the outlets. So how can you miss it? But, you know, once I had saw it on social media and saw, you know, my boy boxing and stuff, I was like, I got to check this out, man.
No, that's cool. And you've got a really cool history. I mean, for those that don't know who you are and maybe where you came from, talk a little bit about what brought you up. I mean, you've got 2 Live Crew type credits on this thing. So, like, for those that don't know, yeah, Fame's legit. Tell us a little bit about that. Like, how'd that even happen?
You know, basically, I was putting in the work in my community, throwing events for other artists. And, you know, I knew a lot of people in the industry from working with so many different people already. And I actually got the opportunity to open for the 2 Live Crew in my hometown, which is actually like a huge blessing within itself, if you really think about it, because, you know, Cape Coral itself is like a retirement place. So we had to, like, not a retirement place, but, you know, a lot of people come here and it's like Florida, you know, so they come here to hang out. And in our community, there wasn't really a big music scene. So we would kind of, you know, bring acts and throw different showcases. That way we would kind of bring the music scene to us, you know. But, you know, one night I actually got the opportunity to open for the 2 Live Crew. And, you know, me and one of the members, the founding members, Fresh Kid Ice, we actually connected that night, and we got to talking, and I sent him over some of my tracks. And it was just a blessing to be able to, you know, be mentored, and, you know, from that night on, be able to go on tour and be mentored by somebody who, you know, fought for freedom of speech and all the things that the 2 Live Crew was able to do for the hip hop, you know, genre, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty amazing, obviously.
No, it's real
Fresh
exciting,
Kid
yeah.
Ice, it doesn't get much more legit than that. So
Nah, man.
congrats on that opportunity. And I can't even imagine, like, a guy like that brings you in under his wing. That's a pretty big deal for you as an up and coming artist. I mean, what did that feel like? I mean, you said it. You went on tour and all these things, but that had to change your life, I would imagine.
No, 100%. Fresh Kid Ice, he's no longer with us now. God rest his soul, but he was a legend in the game, man. They did so much. Going to the Supreme Court and fighting, which later on created the parental advisory sticker and things like that. So just working with somebody who did so much for hip hop and rap, and to be under their wings, it was a blessing. And it's hard to even explain in words, like what it was like to even just go on tour and be around these other legends. And, these are people who are part of the golden era of hip hop where it all started. So it was a blessing to be able to learn things from, the beginning, the foundations. And, as an independent artist, really teach me to use those tools now as an independent artist to grow and to help other artists at the same time.
You know what's really interesting about Fame, though? It's not even like just being part of celebrity boxing. When I need a song, that song is done the next day. Like this guy comes, it's like he's magic. It's magic. Like I believe this guy just comes up with it and gets it done. His song Vibes is a badass song. It's just like makes you hyped up. Like when I hear the song, I mean, I think I play that on every part of my social media now.
Fame, if you have a song named Vibes and it doesn't, give you some kind of feeling, then I think it's mislabeled.
Right.
So you did it with this, right? You got this great track. It's coming through. Obviously, this guy right here, Damon, is loving it. Everybody's feeling the vibes, which is what it's all about. Tell us a little bit about that track, man. What's that song?
It's awesome that you say that, because basically the track is all about having vibes. Like, I'm a really spiritual person, and I like to manifest things. And if you're into that kind of stuff, and anybody can really listen to this track and vibe, but it could be, it speaks to different people in many ways. It can either be on a spiritual level or just having a good time in the club and vibing out, So that's what I like to do with my music, is make it for, like, it's all metaphorical, and some people read it to however they're gonna, see it themselves.
We need a song. We need a celebrity boxing podcast song. That's next.
Yeah, we're working on all kinds. We actually have a recording studio up here, so maybe at some point we can do some collaboration on that. We can get you up. That'd be awesome.
Like we were saying, a celebrity boxing podcast song. That's dope.
I mean, honestly, we got a couple of things we're working on. We should collaborate on that.
Absolutely, yeah. He's working on something.
We're putting together all kinds of great music, potentially for some of the fights coming up, like entrance music for some of the different, people stepping in the ring. Yeah. Lots of cool different things there. Creating those vibes, that's what it's all about.
This guy's studio does it all, man. It's crazy.
So Damon, how did you meet Fame? Like, tell us a little bit about how that even happened.
Yeah, so it was ironic. The young CEO asked me, he's a fighter, former pro soccer player, wanted to do a celebrity boxing match. He's like, I need someone to walk me out, and I'm going to have Fame Failella. I was like, all right, does he have his music license, all this, because it was on pay-per-view TV. Yeah. So they had to make sure all that was done, and we just really just kicked it off, and we were, I don't know, it feels like he's like a younger brother to me, and I feel like I've known him my whole life.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's kind of cool, right? And now you're doing big things, too, on social. You look at some of the platforms. A lot of people are leveraging social media. You've got a great following. Instagram, I think you got 1 million followers, something like that, which is obviously nothing to sneeze at. So what does it take to do all that in this day and age as you're building your brand, putting yourself out there? I'm sure it takes a lot of time.
Oh, absolutely.
You know how it is. You're always on.
Hey, it's
you're
Celebrity Sunday
to your phone, Damon.
I mean, listen, I can't stop doing this. You know what I mean?
You might as well
crazy.
just literally put it on your hand, and maybe we can
it's right here. I got to make sure. I don't know who's going to text me next. It might be Donald Trump. I don't know.
It could be anybody. But Fame, tell us. I mean, for you, like, what is that? As technology and everything evolves, there's a lot that goes into that. We're all pretty dependent on it at this point. How much does that, kind of dictate your day?
I mean, I say, like, me as an independent artist, and for any artist out there, we really have it easy now that we have all the, working with somebody who showed me that they had to, get out there and hustle the actual tapes and the CDs and go out there and go gold, independent, or platinum. I feel like us now, we have the ability to be heard and be seen on so many different social media platforms. So, it's really a full-time job doing the social media thing, but it really pays off in the end, because we're able to, have a voice and be able to show people, what we can do on social media.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you have much more ease and access to a lot of people, but there's also a lot more noise than there ever was too, right? Because everybody's putting stuff out there. So how do you separate? How do you get your stuff so that it actually gets to the people you want it to?
I say really the key is just being yourself and trying to be as different as possible. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who thinks like, not in a bad way, but, kind of like imitating something is gonna create it, how somebody else can. But if you always be yourself and be different, then you're always going to stand out, I believe. And that's like what I think about my music and my brand is that my style is unique and the music that I bring is different, and just who I am as a person is different than what I've seen in the industry and stuff like that.
But what's amazing about him, he's so talented, all. But then you look at, like we just said about the social media. If I ran myself up and just hit the wall and fell down, that's going to go viral. It's crazy. I become an internet star right away.
Right, but then you got to keep doing it, Damon. The only way to build that platform is to keep hitting a wall.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Your head can only take so many hits.
Absolutely, but you don't know who's going to fight in celebrity boxing next. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
But actually, so Fame is 1-0 in celebrity boxing. Are we going to see you back in the ring?
Yeah, I mean, what's that looking like?
Hey man, I've ever since I've done that match, I've still been training. I've still been ready to go. So anytime the occasion occurs, I'm feeling like I'm ready to go 2-0.
Let's see.
So who is it? Is there somebody out there you got?
That's what I'm saying. What celebrity do you want to call out right now?
I mean, of course, you already know I've always been trying to get at the Island Boys, but there's anybody, like anybody who's willing to step in the ring. I have a high feeling that I'll go 2-0 now that I've trained and I've been ready to go, and I've been a part of it now, and really been able to see the boxing world. I have a different respect for it. Once you do something, you're on the outside. Until you do something, you haven't experienced it to really say, I've been a part of this and I really understand the boxing world more. So anybody who wants to step in the ring, I'm here. So I'm always ready for a challenge.
Open invitation, Damon.
100%. But listen, we also give everyone the understanding, like, what's it like to be part of celebrity boxing? I mean, you came this artist, came to celebrity boxing.
Yeah.
Now you're getting, I guess, a lot more exposure to it. Would you agree?
Yeah, to any artists or fighters out there, it's been a great experience being a part of celebrity boxing. Just look at my story, you know what I'm saying? You could go through my page and see all the awesome things and awesome people I've been able to meet through celebrity boxing. So, it's right there and it's on the net. So
listen, man, I'm trying to get this guy in celebrity. I do one match. He said he's going to do one match. What do you think? We got to get this guy in the ring.
100% not said that, but I see. This is what Damon does. He's good at this, right? He's good at
are you going to step in the ring?
People in there. I mean, I was in the ring actually as an MC. I hosted a round, so I have been in the ring. I have not lost any fights.
But you already made the first step. You stepped in the ring. Now we got to get you to do one match.
I look good in the ring. I look good in the ring with a microphone. I look good hyping a crowd. That's for sure. We'll see.
Listen, and you already have a studio here. I know you have some artists, but we have Fame come and sing your entrance song.
Well, we should work together on some music for sure. So we'll see how it all plays out. History is a funny thing, and you never know how it's going to play out.
Timing's everything, man.
Over time. It's all about timing.
That's it.
And, Fame, for you, as you looking forward, I know you've got a lot of stuff that you're working on. What are some of the things you're really excited about right now that, kind of you're working towards?
I'm definitely excited to be working on a bunch of new music. I'm definitely working with a lot of DJs and different people right now to kind of bring more of that style music out. And I'm, of course, excited to be working with celebrity boxing and all the matches and cool things that we have coming up with that as well. So I'm just going to keep pushing and keep grinding and keep leveling up. That's what it's all about is pushing forward,
Yeah, no question. And celebrity boxing, in a lot of ways, is all about overcoming obstacles.
Absolutely.
Keep getting up. You might hit the mat, but it's all about how you get back up.
Right.
What would you tell people out there that it doesn't have to necessarily be the music industry, but are trying to make it in whatever their passion is driving them towards? What would you tell those people?
I really tell anybody out there, no matter what you're pursuing, just don't give up on your dreams and don't really listen to the people who are in your ear, and stay focused and aligned with what you really want. Because, I had so many doubters and people say I wouldn't, become this or do this, or, at the same time, I had a lot of people who believed in me. But in the background was a lot of people saying, "Oh, you'll never do this or do that." And just to anybody out there listening, don't be, don't let things like that persuade you into thinking you can't do something. So just keep pushing forward and don't give up on your dream, no matter what it is.
They're good words, man, really. And honestly, like, he gets it done. I'm friends with a lot of artists, recording artists. This guy, I'll say, look, man, I need this. All of a sudden, I get a, what's that, man? It's done. Is it really? It's done? I mean, it's good. Or it has to get fixed up. This guy just gets the job done. But he gets after it.
And I mean, that's what's, he's a worker, right? He's not afraid to get after it, to do the work, to get it done.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. And I think at the end of the day, if you want something bad enough, I say it all the time, you can make it happen. But if you don't make it happen, man, you either weren't willing to do the work it took, and you got to be honest with yourself and either get back to work or refocus.
Definitely, man. And the ideas, and when you have an idea, go after it. Don't just sit on it.
Yeah.
So
you got to be willing to get through and around that obstacle no matter what it is.
Yeah.
And so, I always find that interesting, though, right? Because there's always going to be people in your life, even people that love you, like genuinely love you.
Yes.
But for some reason, whether it's fear or maybe they're just jealous or what is it that drives people to discourage you from trying to go for your passions, to go for things that maybe to them seem risky?
I think people will love you with all their heart, have money. Sure. It's all about scared to invest in themselves, invest in you, or really be like, oh, man, that might be risky. That's the only way you're going to make it in life is if you take that fucking shot and risk. You got to risk, put it all out. That's what I did. You know what I mean? Not being arrogant, if I hit it big with celebrity boxing because everybody said I couldn't do it. And I knew I could, man. I used the negative for a positivity, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how it is. There's no doubt. Anybody can do anything they want in life if they just don't quit.
You just got to keep rocking. So, Fame, from your perspective, what is it about that? Why do people maybe kind of try to discourage people from doing things that maybe they just don't understand? What is it about that? Human nature, it's funny, right? I mean, I feel like that happens all the time.
I think it's either jealousy or people, that either gave up on something and weren't able to make it happen and see other people progression, and it makes them emotional and lash out at people. That's what I really think. But like everybody thinks differently. But I look at other people's success as a great thing, and it makes me feel good to help others and see other people successful. But I think some people in the world just are like unhappy and don't want to see other people happy like that. So like, it's hard to even think how people could think like that, and I like, of course, everybody can't be who we are, but I believe like in the good in people and seeing people do good and people succeed and see great things for everyone,
Not without doubt.
Yeah,
even he sits there like humble. I'm humble. It's humble. You could be humble, but still
hungry.
Humble
and hungry.
I'm after it. I'm like, I don't care.
So, there's a track we can work on. We'll get a humble and hungry.
Humble and hungry.
That's on right now.
Humble and hungry. I like that.
So, like, that's really what it comes down to. I think you have to just have the belief in yourself that is greater than the disbelief of others.
Yes.
And just overcome it, push forward, and make it happen.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Without a doubt. And you're a perfect example of it. And just got to keep moving, man.
Yeah, man, Fame, I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you back in the ring. We're going to get you in there someday, see if you can work towards that undefeated 2-0 record. And I know you're going to be keeping after it, making great music. We're going to be vibing until then for sure with the new track that's out now. So, Fame, how do people follow you, get involved with your world and, maybe take some action?
The best way that people could find me is on my website, www.FAIELLA.com. And you can pretty much Google me and, everything's right there, which will lead you to my music, my pictures, my videos and stuff like that. So anybody who wants to reach out, I'm always open to work with others. So that's what I love doing.
Yeah, collaborations.
Feillela.
That's pretty good. That's better. Better.
King, my man.
There he is.
Yep.
Everybody, Fame Feillela from down there in Florida, gracing us today. Born and raised Cape Coral. I'm telling you need to make that cape out of coral. That would be a really slick movie.
Hey, I like that. I heard that. I like that, man. I'm going to make that cape out of coral.
I don't think I've never seen one. This is an opportunity for sure. So go for that. Let's make it happen. And in the meantime, good luck with everything you got going on. I look forward to seeing everything.
Hey, likewise, man. Thank you guys for having me on the show.
Awesome. Have a good day, bro.
Absolutely. Definitely. Now, Damon, that's just another great example of kind of why the world and everything that celebrity boxing stands for is such a beautiful platform.
Oh, yeah.
A guy like that, I mean, listen, he's out there hustling. He's going to make it happen.
Yeah, definitely.
But with celebrity boxing, it was just able to open it up even wider.
Absolutely, and it's incredible where he's going now, from this. And celebrity boxing opens doors.
Now, you were talking a little bit about getting back in the ring too, weren't you? You were speaking about trying to get me in the ring. What about you?
I'll be at the gym today. I'm training every day. You never know, man. I mean, I might be down to fight. Someone wants to take a swing at me. I got to be ready to knock someone out.
Damon's always ready. I'll tell you that. So that's what's up.
I don't know.
Now, whether or not either of us get in a ring anytime soon, we are talking to those who are, whether they're on the mic, on the ring, or vice versa. This is, of course, the official Celebrity Boxing Podcast. Another great episode. We're going to be pumping these things out, so stay tuned to that. You can get it wherever you listen to or watch your podcasts. Christopher Bruce, Damon Feldman, the official Celebrity Boxing Podcast.
He's going in the ring. This guy is going to get in the ring soon.
Man, I actually, speaking of ring, I can't even find my ring. But anyway, my wife would not.
You should be having that ring on. You're married.
I think my daughter actually took it off my. I don't have to find my ring.
Come on, man.
But that's okay. From one ring to another. Stay awesome. We'll see you guys real soon.